Hello, students. Again, no one around me within 6 feet, so that's why I'm taking off the mask. Again, just wanted to highlight some important notes for you all. I want to thank most of you. You guys are doing a great job of keeping your mask on, being socially distant as much as you can. Still room to improve, but I think for the most part, I'm hearing nothing but good news from faculty. I know Dr. Good complimented you last assembly. I wanted to do the same. One quick note, though, that really has come up a lot recently. It's with students choosing essay on campus versus essay at home. If you choose essay on campus, you really need to be here throughout. For some students, I think maybe a little bit confused about, hey, I can opt to do essay at home from time to time. That's really not how we're doing things this year. So for all of you students who are essay on campus, you need to be here. Obviously, exceptions to that are not feeling well, family event, or some other unique circumstance. But it shouldn't be Friday that just has you doing essay at home. Certainly, as much as you can, respect your teachers who are working really hard to put together great lesson plans for you all. So each day that you're here, plan on being here. If you're essay on campus, don't plan on switching back and forth. Thanks.
Welcome back to this week's assembly, and we are going to start the day with the pledge from Ali Weprin. We ask everyone to stand and give your attention during this time. So Ali.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now we have the honor code read by our very own Honor Council member, Elizabeth North.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth, and I'm from the Honor Council, and I'll be reading the school's honor code and pledge. As a member of St. Andrew's School, I pledge my honesty, academic integrity, sportsmanship, and stewardship to the school community, and I expect others to be responsible and to do the same. Honor above all.
Neen has an update from Stuco.
Okay, so as we know, homecoming has been postponed this year to the spring. We just sent a letter out to everyone reiterating what's happening, and we are hoping to do the best we can to produce a great homecoming in the next semester. And then also, we are planning a week in Halloween. There will be more details to come with that, and we're super excited. And lastly, student council elections are beginning today. We have a introduction meeting today at 3:30. The code is essay elections. You must be present at the meeting in order to run. If you don't attend the meeting, you can't be on student council. So be sure you're there, and we are so excited to meet all the new potential members. And now Andrew has a message about the club fair.
Hey, did you love the virtual club fair? We did too, and we couldn't be happier or prouder with the results thus far. If you didn't get a chance to go to the fair, be sure to visit this website and take a look around. This link is also in your inbox in an email from Mr. Glick and is also on my essay under upper school students. We are accepting signups through the end of the day, so be sure to head on down to the good old club fair and get involved. It's going to be great.
Everybody get ready, shake your napkins, whatever you are. Everybody's time to shake your napkins.
And now for the first official menu time, read by a very special guest, Philip Baressa. Will, please get out the way.
What's up, guys? I'm here to read you guys the menu. So on Monday, we got chicken nuggets, tofu, rice, and broccoli. I know chicken nuggets is a big favorite in the school. Tuesday, we're rocking Sloppy Joe's, Pasta Primavera, tater tots and green beans. Tater tots, another favorite. On Wednesday, we're rocking shredded Hawaiian pork, tofu, sticky rice, and sauteed ginger sesame snap peas. On Thursday, we have barbacoa, tofu strips, white rice, black beans, chili peppers, and steamed broccoli. And on Friday, we had chicken parm, another huge favorite, spaghetti with marinara, pasta primavera, and broccoli. And of course, there's always going to be pizza throughout the entire week and the subs as normal.
And now, in honor of the first official menu time, we have Jasmine from my computer science class.
In honor of our first week of menu time, we've decided to hit the streets and to speak with the students themselves about what menu items strike their fancy. What are some of your favorites? Are you a Caesar salad regular, or maybe you love that chicken parm? Many of my friends go crazy for those Chipotle-inspired bowls. We like to call them Scott-Potle. And did you hear? We even managed to secure the rights to a new fish recipe previously owned by famed Memphis area restaurant Jiffy Squid. Hopefully that will come next week. Anyway, Mr. Glick, hit the streets and let's hear from the students. What are you guys looking forward to eating this week from Sage?
Oh my god, I can't believe today's popcorn chicken. It's so delicious. I want to be full of popcorn chicken.
I just want some of that Scott-Potle. It's so delicious.
Oh, did someone say sloppy Joe? I cannot wait for a sloppy Joe on Tuesday.
I can't wait to try this sloppy joes.
I thank the chefs for taking care of the vegans with the salads. They're so good.
I just get the pizza. It comes in a bag. I take it out. I eat it. It's delicious.
I can't wait for the chicken parm on Friday.
I'm looking forward for the chicken and the parm part of it.
Yes, both parts.
And now a special segment of Ents of the Week. Student Council put together a Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? St. Andrews edition. Check it out.
Gabby, be quiet for 1 second. We're starting. So I'm here with my boy,
Lex.
and today we got a couple questions for him. What color do you get when you mix red and blue?
Purple.
All right, we are here with... see, this is why Christina, I hate her. All right, today we're here with our first high school competitor for Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Your name is?
Gabby Weprin.
Red plus blue makes what?
Purple.
All right, we have our next high school participant today in Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Your name is?
Hannah.
Red plus blue equals?
Purple.
All right, so we are here with our first teacher participant. Your name is?
Mrs. Salzano.
Red plus blue equals?
Purple.
Our second fifth grader, your name is?
Ava.
Second question, who's our 16th president?
I don't remember that one.
Want to give it a guess though?
I think it is.
Any president, just guess.
What's Obama?
Obama. You were only off by like 200 years. Who is the 16th president?
Abraham Lincoln was the 13th. JFK.
Probably about 150 years off, but that's not too bad because our fifth grader was 200 years off. Who is our 16th president?
Donald Trump.
Number 16. We are now on number 45. 16th president of the United States.
Abraham Lincoln.
All right, we have our third contestant here today. Your name is? Hannah. Nice to meet you. What planet has rings around it?
Saturn?
What planet has rings?
Saturn.
What planet has rings around it?
Saturn.
What planet has rings?
What planet has rings? Uranus. Saturn and Uranus.
Saturn was the answer. I don't know if Uranus has it, but what planet is nicknamed the Red Planet?
Mars?
What planet is nicknamed the Red Planet?
Uranus?
Okay. I'm gonna give you one more try.
Mars?
What planet is known as the Red Planet? Got you with this one.
I forgot its name.
Forgot its name?
Forgot its name.
So you don't know it?
I do not know it.
Okay. Sophia, I wasn't asking you, I was asking Gabby. What planet is nicknamed the Red Planet?
Mars.
What's the biggest state in the U.S.?
Texas.
Texas. That is wrong. The largest U.S. state.
Alaska.
Largest U.S. state.
Texas.
Wrong. It's Alaska. What is the largest state in America?
The continental U.S. or the whole U.S.?
I don't know the difference, but I'm going to say the whole U.S.
Alaska.
Do you think anyone noticed that I got a haircut mid-video?
No.
Do you think anyone's concerned?
No one cares.
How do you spell pneumonia?
Pneumonia.
Spell pneumonia.
N-O.
Wow. I'm going to give you a hint. It starts with a P.
Pneumonia starts with a P?
Pneumonia does, in fact, start with a P.
A?
What, A? Is that the... I'm going to give you another shot.
P-A?
No. Spell pneumonia.
Are you being serious?
Spell pneumonia.
There's no way. No, I actually don't know how to spell it.
Spell pneumonia.
I don't know. I'm not gonna try.
That wasn't the question.
Another week of the birthday fairy. Let's see our birthdays. Oh, it looks like we have a call from a special guest. Let's see.
Everybody gather around.
Oh my gosh.
Gather around the cake, please. Come on, move it. Now, let's go. We're singing the song together. Happy birthday to you. Come on. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Okay, let's get on with this. We gotta go do the names. Mr. Glick, can we see the wheel? Spin, spin. Let's see who it is. Happy birthday to everyone who has a birthday this week. Sorry, we can't do everyone. Someone new next week will get the birthday fairy, and let's see who it is. Oh, it's CJ. Happy birthday, CJ. We hope you have an amazing day, and let's go see what the birthday fairy brought him today.
Oh, hello, students! It is me, the birthday fairy! Let me hear you! Let me do a cheer! When I say birthday, you say fairy! Birthday! Fairy! Birthday! Fairy! When I say happy, you say birthday! Happy! Birthday! Happy! Birthday! Yes, I have come to visit someone who has a birthday! Now this is a math class. Let's do a math lesson. What is 10 plus 7? 17. 17, and that is how old? CJ And a happy birthday, CJ. Boys and girls, I hope that you have a wonderful weekend and keep an eye out for the birthday fairy. I may come to bless you with gifts and to wish you all a happy birthday. Bye-bye. Happy birthday, fairy. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you everyone for listening this week. It was a great time, and we'll see you next week. Bye. Thank you, and go Scott.